Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the
¿Sabías
promise of
que
a match
la
that will really
botella se
get
la
the
ganaron
juices
aquí en
flowing.
Madrid?
La primitiva.
And here with me in the
No
commentary
sabía.
box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, this, of course, a venue that needs no introduction. To many around the world, simply the home of football. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family. Remember, his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really...
Oh, what a climb! Caught offside that time. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Tries to play it through. And it's Hakimi. Olise. Just about within shooting range. A real chance and a real let-off.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Akanji. Great vision. Gets into some space. Here comes the cross. Hamadashvili claims it without any fuss. Doué. Now it's Olise. Olise. And it's McAllister. Osimhen.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. McAllister, that has been slung wide. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Caicedo. Amrabat. Can he get on the end of this? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Eintracht Frankfurt clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Threads one in. Oh, super ball. And the finish! Goal! Lazio! And Lazio score first. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Lazio have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Caicedo. Caicedo. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Laid out to the left flank. Nico Williams.
Might want to be careful there.
That's really well manoeuvred. Balogun. Yildiz. Distributed tidily. Clipped into space. And the ball is out of play. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And they've got rid. Doué. Spread it left. It's Doué. Tries from distance. Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Amrabat. Somewhat off target. Now it's Haaland. Olise in acres of space out wide. Oh, looks like he's been taken out. Ah, he's given a chance! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited
Don't
the space,
give me-
Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Caicedo. It's a good ball out wide. Looking for options for movement. Now the ball in. That is a brilliant interception. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? Goes for the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Osimhen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Nice interception, well timed. Lazio have the chance to go the other way. He's going for goal! Oh, he's been caught napping. Shot at goal! Look at the space here. Now it's Osimhen. Hangs one in. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Looking to play him in. He's looking wide. Yildiz. He's a sharp little ball here. Balogun.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Bruno Guimaraes. Olise. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Balogun. Now it's Osimhen. Can he get it through? Amrabat. And it's Caicedo. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Knocks it into space. And it's made its way to Haaland! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Caicedo. Nicely aimed pass. Tries to pass it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Added time.
Shoots! And yes, it's there! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there.
Goes for a shot! He scores! And right on half-time, that is telling. And we've reached half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. second half.
Eintracht Frankfurt really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That looks a decent ball. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Osimhen. Eintracht Frankfurt do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
It's a good foot in there. Lucas Vazquez just loves to go forward whenever he can. That has not gone well. Koulibaly. And it's Lucas Vazquez.
That was lovely, that.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Amrabat. Oh, nice touch. Oh, good ball. Shapes to shoot. Do it. Caicedo. Yildiz. Now, can they get him away? Looking for the run. Lazio can breathe again. Just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lucas Vazquez crosses. Quality ball. The pass is intercepted. Played out wide. Lucas Vazquez with the cross. And the shot! He has done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
On both sides, actually. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Lucas Vazquez. Aims beyond the defence. Paz. Can he latch on to this? Brilliantly cut out.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
This match was 97,559.
Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Eintracht Frankfurt perhaps contemplating their next change here. Williams. Rodrigo. Not the most convincing of passes. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Paz. And it's Lucas Vazquez. And it's Caicedo. Lovely pass, but can he get... Big chance! It's loose, and there's a... Oh, what has happened here? Crossed it, climbs up big! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And he can clear it away. Eintracht Frankfurt have it back and can go again. Nicely weighted ball. Koulibaly kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now, can they get him away? Passing nice and neat. Eintracht Frankfurt looking for chance! Goal! Eintracht Frankfurt! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Eintracht Frankfurt take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Rodrigo takes control of it and he's on the move. And he's picked it up out wide. Rodrigo. Nico Williams tries across. Meret deals with that nice and simple.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Can he get on the end of this? An instinctive delivery. That could... And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Flashes it across. McAllister. Looking to play him in. Lucas Vasquez gets his head on it! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Williams. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. It's Amrabat. Eintracht Frankfurt finding their passes. Lucas Vasquez could try cutting inside here. Haaland has ended up in no man's land. Paz. That'll be a throw. Proves just a little bit too strong.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Paz. Now it's Osimhen. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And here's Nico Williams.
Nico Williams really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Osimhen. There will be pretty loose pass. So just one extra minute for stoppages. And that's well seen too. Nice looking ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a promising position. Lucas Vasquez. This looks promising. Oh, sweet feet. Now it's Lucas Vasquez. Serves up a right. The whistle has gone and it is all over. Eintracht Frankfurt have won it by by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Osimhen, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Yeah, simply a combination of one team refusing to be beaten no matter what, and another not quite able to kill off their opponents. But it made for great viewing.